Hari Om. Yes. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तरामा आदिमूला नारायणा आदिमूला अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायणा आदिमूला अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथा अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथा कमलनयना हे माधवा कमलनयना हे माधवा अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथा अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथा कमलनयना हे माधवा कमलनयना हे माधवा करुणासागर कालियनर्तन करुणासागर कालियनर्तन करुणासागर कालियनर्तन करुणासागर कालियनर्तन हे दया सिंधो कृष्णा हे दया सिंधो कृष्णा हे दया सिंधो हे दया सिंधो अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायणा आदिमूला नारायणा विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा हे कृपा सिन्धो कृष्णा हे कृपा सिन्धो कृष्णा हे कृपा सिन्धो हे कृपा सिन्धो अनंत रूपा अनंत नाम अनंत रूपा अनंत नाम आदिमूला नारायण आदिमूला 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 So we have seen first 4 chapters, 5 chapters. Now we will see the 6th and 7th chapter. 6th chapter. So what does Guruji say? Jada padarthebhyah chetana praninah sreshtataraha tasmat jada padarthanam krute praninah na vinashitavyaha. So compared to the inert things, living beings are superior. So therefore, for the sake of inert things, don't destroy the living beings. So you see, there is a gradation of importance which we have to give in life. The lowest thing is inert things. Higher than inert things should be animals. Higher than animals should be human beings. And the highest importance has to be given to the Supreme Lord, who is a very sentiency giving factor. So first in our life should come God. Second, the human beings. Third, animals. And the fourth, inert things. Sometimes we mess up our life. Inert thing becomes more important than everything else. Then we mess up our life. What example can you give for inert thing? Yeah? Money, very good. Mobile phones. So when they are given importance, then problem starts. Sometimes animals are given more important than human being. The pet becomes more important than relation. Again, problem. Whom should we give the most importance? God. Many times that is missing. So therefore, follow this law. Okay, right. Mulyavat padarthebhyah jivana mulyani sreshtatarani. Compared to the valuables in life, values in life should be given more importance. Taihi sampannaha purusha eva sammananiyah natu kevala dhana sampannaha. Only a person who has values in life, such a person alone is respected in the society, not the one who has valuables. A person may be very rich, but if he has no values, then he is never respected in the society. Adarshahinaha pralobhane patati nashyati cha. A person who has no ideals in life, such a person. So what do you mean yielding to temptation? Yielding to temptation means giving more value to valuables than values. So for the sake of wealth, when I compromise with the higher values, that is called as a fall of a man. Adarshahinaha pralobhane patati nashyati. It's a person who is a person without ideal, such a person yield to temptation and destroys himself. Avashyakatam anusarena eva jada padarthebhyah mahatvam sthanam tadadyah. It is not that you should completely ignore inert things. No, it has its value. We are not saying that wealth has no value. No. It has its importance. But then we have to understand, the role of wealth in our life. There are certain things which wealth alone can give. Roti, kapada, makan, food, shelter, clothing. Yes, wealth is needed. But to say that, purpose of life is only to earn wealth, then you have a problem. To say that a wealthy person alone is happy in life, no, absolutely not. So understand the value of each thing and accordingly make decisions in life. Yes, so this is with regard to handling inert things in life. So that is chapter 6. Now chapter 7, the last chapter. What does it say? Kama krodhadi vikaranam navasham agachet. Never come under the sway of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. These are called the 6 enemies in our heart. Kama, lust or desire. Krodha, anger. Lobha means greed. Kama, krodha, lobha. Moha means delusion, infatuation. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha. 5th one, mada, arrogance, pride. Matsarya means jealousy, envy, etc. So, what is being said? Kama krodhadi vikaranam navashamagachet. Never come under the sway of these things. Why is it so? Because manashanti viveka nidhehe nashakatvat. Because the real treasure of a person is manashanti, peace of mind. The real treasure of a person is viveka shakti, ability to discriminate, ability to differentiate what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. The moment these negativities possess our heart, we lose the ability to make decisions because it jams the intellect, all these emotions, paralyzes the intellect. Then you can't even think properly. Peace of mind also goes away. So therefore, such negative emotions, they destroy you completely. So therefore, beware of these negative emotions. Paresham chetasi cha tan na utpadayet. These negative emotions, not only that you should not entertain, you should also not create these emotions in the hearts of others. So not only that I should not be angry, I should also not create anger in the hearts of others. Then what should we do? Shraddha bhakti adi gunan samvardhayet anyesham hridi cha janiyet. May you cultivate all the noble emotions like Shraddha, faith, Bhakti, devotion. So they are all the noble virtues. So cultivate these noble virtues in oneself and in others' hearts also. Your behavior should be such that you generate such noble virtues in the hearts of others also. So now here is a very nice thing being said. You see, When I am entertaining a negative emotion in my mind, say let us say for example anger. Is the mind peaceful or disturbed? Disturbed. So that anger, when I don't contain it or overcome it, so that particular thought of anger, emotions of anger, when I don't control, what happens? It comes out through speech. You will always find that the thoughts, when it is not controlled, it slowly becomes more and more gross. And the more and more gross it becomes, slowly it starts coming out of you and starts spreading into the cosmos, the environment. So anger, that thought comes as speech, angry speech. And what happens with angry speech? Naturally you are speaking to somebody. What kind of emotion is generated in them? Naturally anger only. So your disturbance is slowly spreading into the cosmos, into the people around you. So they are also getting disturbed. You see? So if you are not able to handle the disturbance within yourself, it will start coming to the cosmos and it will come back to you only. So there is a deep relationship between our thoughts and the world which is formed around us. As our thoughts, so is the world formed around us. This is a law. So many times people complain, I don't know why such a terrible world is around me. Such a terrible world is around you because you are terrible. Simple. Okay? It's a law. There is a deep relation between my thoughts and the world around me. So, I want a conducive world around me, a good world around me. So, what should I do? You be a better person, be a good person. Then automatically you will start attracting everything good and noble, divine and virtuous around you. This is all what you need to do. You don't have to change somebody. You have to change only yourself. This is a law. That is what is being said. So whenever such negative emotions come, immediately stop. Immediately get rid of it. How to get rid of a negative thought? Substitute it with positive thought. This is the way. This is one of the very many purposes of meditation. So what are the 5-point techniques? Number 1, observe. Number 2, detect. Number 3, eliminate. Number 4, substitute. Number 5, strengthen. This is what you have to do. So at the seat of meditation, you observe your mind. See, unless we observe what is happening inside, we will never know what is happening inside. You have to pay attention. That paying attention to your mind, that is what we do at the seat of meditation. So you pay attention, you watch what is happening. Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. What kind of thoughts are flowing in my mind? Pay attention. Good thoughts, that is not troublesome. What are the troublesome thoughts? Negative thoughts, vicious thoughts. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are all vicious thoughts, dangerous thoughts. So detect them. Then eliminate them. How do you eliminate negative thoughts? By substituting it with positive thoughts, good thoughts. So it is called as sublimation. Sublimation means removing the negative by substituting in the positive. And after sublimation, what you do? You have to strengthen these positive thoughts, good thoughts, right thoughts. So why to strengthen? So once it becomes strong, then you become habituated to entertaining good thoughts. It should become a habit. In any situation, our mind should effortlessly, spontaneously entertain good thoughts. Once this is happened, then you are safe everywhere, anywhere. That habit you have to cultivate. That is actually the purpose of spirituality. So that is called a spiritual strength also. When we say the spiritual strength of a person, what does it mean? The physical strength is something which we can see. What is spiritual strength? Even in the greatest of negative environment, this person is remaining positive. Yes, this is called as spiritual strength. It is real strength. When Jesus was crucified, what did he say? He did not complain to God, "Oh God, I took your name and this is what you have done. That is negativity. What did you say? Oh Lord, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. This is spiritual strength. Ability to remain positive even in the midst of everything negative. That is what we find in great saints and sages, etc. That's why we revere them also. So this ability we must cultivate, right? Then vividha anubhavaihi sarvada swa-atmanam shikshaye yasmat te arthapurnaha. Always educate yourself. Vividha anubhavaihi, various experiences. Life is full of varieties of experiences. So all these experiences they have the ability to teach us certain lessons. So therefore continuously keep learning from every experience in life. What should these experiences make us? Na kenapi anubhavena katu bhavet. Never become bitter through any of your experiences. Api madhurato hi bhavet. May you become sweeter. The experience may be bitter, but that bitter experience must make you sweeter. Then you have learned the right lesson from that experience. Bitter experience should not make you bitter. That is very natural. That is not spiritual at all. There is no spirituality in it. Bitter experiences should make you better. It should make you sweeter, more humble, more introspective, more God-loving, more compassionate. If this is the way you are living, then every experience has the potential to help you evolve in spirituality. This is the way we have to learn from every experience. What happens when we don't learn from an experience? It will keep repeating. Right? If you don't learn lesson from an experience, that experience will keep coming to you again and again. Just like if you fail in the 7th grade, where will you go? You will not go to 8th grade. You will continue in 7th grade. This is true with life also. There is a particular person in life, you are not able to resolve issues with that person. There is anger, greed, jealousy, whatever. You will find that that particular personality will keep coming in your life again and again. Not that person, but that type of personality. Life after life, the same type of personality will come and keep troubling you. So the best way is transcend it. Right. Important lesson. Right. Pida hino labha tatha labhahina pida nasti. Let us be very clear. What is that? Pain and gain, they always go together. Wherever there is pain, there has to be a gain. And if at all you want to gain something, there has to be a pain. There is nothing called painless gain or gainless pain. Okay? That means what? There is a price to be paid for every gain. That's the point. If you want to evolve, there are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in life. Many people, they think that, there are so many shortcuts in spirituality. You put some ring and miracles will happen. Nothing will happen. You put a locket, something will happen. Nothing will happen. Numerology, you change your name, nothing is going to happen. There is an effort involved. You have to consciously put forth effort. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. And if at all you get something without paying a price, that thing will not remain with you. Know for that also. Sometimes they come to Guru and, oh Guru, please touch me and bless me. That nothing is going to happen. Effort is absolutely unavoidable in life to gain anything in life. Prayah sarvesham jivane yad kinchit apurnatvam drishyate. In everybody's life, there is something or the other which is lacking. There is nobody in life where everything is given to that person. No, something will be lacking in everybody's life. So what should be done? Tasya purtihi laukika parichinna sadhanena na sadhya. It is just not possible to fulfill that lack, that emptiness, by some worldly measures. No. Kintu purna paramatmana eva. If you want total fulfillment in life, it is possible only through God, only by knowing your own true self. It's a very important point. At the body level, at the mind level, at the intellect level, we are all imperfect. Body will have imperfection, mind will have imperfection, intellect will have imperfection. If you say that, no, I will make my body, mind, intellect, everything perfect, it is never going to happen. But there is a desire for perfection. What should I do? Turn your attention to the perfect self, the pure consciousness in you. It is perfect. So that total sense of fulfillment is possible only when you know yourself as you are. As long as you are at the periphery level, the superficial level, at the body level, you will remain imperfect. Perfection is not possible at the BMI level. This is true even with the greatest saint also. The greatest saints, we say they are perfected ones, not because their BMI is perfect. They are perfect because they have disidentified from the imperfect body, mind, intellect, and their identification is with the perfect consciousness, perfect self. So only through spirituality you can truly become fulfilled. Right. So now these are all very, very important because lifetimes are wasted seeking perfection outside. Lifetime, not just one birth. Birth after birth we are seeking perfection, we are seeking happiness, we are seeking fulfillment. Where? Outside. And every time we come back empty-handed. So the solution is look within. Know yourself who you are. You are already perfect. You are already infinite. You are already supreme bliss. It is already there. Search where it is lost. You know the story of that old lady who was searching for the needle? Okay. So there was this old lady. She was searching under the street light. So one person, he was walking, he said, Amma, what are you searching? I lost my needle. Okay, he also started searching. Another person came. What are both of you searching? Amma lost a needle. Okay, he also started searching. So slowly there was a big crowd searching for needle under the street light. One sensible person asked, Amma, where did you lose it? This lady said, I lost it in my hut. Amma, if you have lost it in your hut, then why are you searching here? No, there is darkness here. There is no light in my hut. Light is only here. Therefore I am searching. You may laugh, but this is what we are doing. We are searching for something where it is not. Where have we lost it? Inside. Where are we searching? Outside, in the world. So we will remain miserable. Life after life, we will remain miserable only. Search where it is lost. Okay. Purna drishtim ashritya purnameva jivanam jivet. This is the way you have to live. You have to live. Purna drishtim ashritya. Gain that right vision about life. The right vision is, I am already perfect. Perfection is my nature. Yes, consciousness in me is already perfect. At the BMI level, everything is imperfect. So therefore, how should we live our life? Holding on to the permanent in us, let us live in the impermanent realms. This is the way to live. Everything in this world is impermanent. But we have to play our role in this impermanent world. We have to do our role in this drama of life. So, holding on to the permanent in us, let us play our part in the realms of the impermanent. This is called intelligent living. Right. As Puja Guruji used to say, Andar Rama, Bahar Drama. Okay. Hold on to the real, never miss. What is the mistake we are doing? We are not holding on to the real in us. We are playing in the realms of the unreal, misunderstanding unreal to be real. Then you had it. So in this way, live with the vision of the whole. With the vision of the whole, live a whole life. Okay. In this way, Guruji says, Nantosti Jivana Sutranam. There is no end to such sutras. Tips for happy living. Yasmat Aparaha Agadhaha I Vidya Sagaraha. This is an ocean of knowledge, this world. And it is infinite. Infinite in expansion, infinite in depth. There is no end. Oh Guruji, can you tell me one sutra which is the most important, holding on to which all the other sutras automatically come? Can you give me one, that Maha Mantra of life? Yes. So the 13th one, chapter 7. Nakadapi, kutrapi, kasyanchit, avasthayamapi, bhagavantam, tasya kripam cha vismare. May you never forget what? Bhagavantam, Bhagavan, the Lord, and His Krupa, His grace. Never forget Bhagavan. Kadapi, at no time. Kutrapi, at no place. Kasyanchit, no situation. Never forget God and His grace. This is the Maha Mantra for happy living. Ever remember Him. Sarvottamam hi idam sutram. This is the best sutra of life. Never forget God. Ever remember God. Whatever you do, always remember His presence, His grace. Ever be in touch with God. Ever be in tune with God. If this you do, rest everything will follow. Right? Anena sarvatmakaha bhagavan sadguru cha priyetam. So this is the last one. Guruji is seeking blessing from all. O Lord, may the Lord, the self of all beings and my Guru be pleased with this. Tat anugrahena sarve cha sukhino bhavantu. By His grace, may all of us be happy. So what is the Maha Mantra? Never forget God. Ever remember God. Now this itself is a message of Bhagavad Gita also. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhyacha mayyarpita mano buddhi mame vaishyasya samshayam. Tasmat, therefore Arjuna, sarveshu kaleshu, at all times, mam anusmara. Always remember me. Yudhyacha, and perform your duties. Even as you are performing your duties, never forget me. Cultivate this as a habit. Make it as a habit. Remembering me should become a habit in you. Then what will happen? At the time of death, you will effortlessly remember me. And remembering me, you will leave the body. And thus, you will attain me. You will become one with me. There is no doubt. This is the Maha Mantra of life. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaf prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshaya. At the time of death, the one who fixes his mind upon me and leaves the physical body, he reaches me, there is no doubt. Because that is a law. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tameveti konteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. At the time of death, whatever thought comes to your mind, that thought will decide your next birth. Because, and can we choose the last thought? Can we choose the last thought? No. Whatever you have been thinking throughout your life, that thought will crop up. You will forcefully be compelled to think that thought, and that thought will decide your next birth. So therefore, if this is the law, that whatever I have been thinking throughout life, that particular thought will come at the time of death. If this is the law, so what is the best thing to do? Throughout our life, let us think of God. Then what will happen? At the time of death, automatically this. In fact, in one place, Bhagavatam Bhagavan says, the one who remembers me all the time, I take the responsibility to see that at the last moment he remembers me. See? So this way, this beautiful text comes to an end. So now, we have around 25 minutes. So if you have any questions, you are most welcome. Hari Om. Questions?
Crystal clear, Swamiji.
Huh?
I think it was crystal clear.
Huh?
Earlier you mentioned the concept of being grateful.
Being?
Grateful.
Yes.
Gratitude. So it makes sense.
Is the connection different? For the volume is different? You can little increase it.
Okay.
Now we have to set things right here.
So my question was regarding gratitude and being grateful. On a personal level, I think it makes sense to me, but how do you handle those maybe around you who don't imbibe the same kind of approach or attitude, who actually portray a lot of ungratefulness? So I guess what is the best way to maybe handle that?
See, your life is going to be decided by your thoughts, your words and your deeds. That person's life is going to be decided by his or her thoughts, words or deeds, right? So you need not bother whether others are grateful to you or not. Your only job is this: am I doing my best? Is my thought good, noble, divine? That's all I need to take care. What is my responsibility toward different members in the family, in the society? Am I doing it well? Just keep focusing on that. How the other person is responding there, you don't have to worry. Some may be grateful, some may not be grateful. You need not bother. And you need not pollute your mind also. Because your life is going to be decided by not how others are reacting to your action. It all depends on your thoughts. So therefore, why should I bother about others? All kinds of people are there in the society. Some are grateful, loving, some are ungrateful, bitter, cruel. I need not pollute my mind thinking about the imperfections of others. Then remember, then that becomes my karma. Nobody has any entry into the sanctum sanctorum of your thoughts. It is you who decides. So therefore, my responsibility is only one. Let me keep my mind pure. Let me entertain only noble thoughts, good thoughts. Then I am ever protected.
So it's a very quite, independent way of life.
Yes. Yes.
I have other questions on somebody else.
Yeah, continue. Oh, there is an...
I have
Okay.
a follow-up, Swamiji.
Yes. That mic is also same?
Sorry?
Volume? Okay.
Is
Yes.
it okay? So similar to Pavitraji's question, your answer makes sense, but it's easier to follow that to some extent with the members outside of the immediate family, especially when it comes to children. Do we have a responsibility to do anything when they are showing, no appreciation?
do you have a responsibility? Yes, try to teach them the lesson of gratitude. But if they are not learning, leave them. Because then they will learn through hard way. As I told you, there is no choice given to us, whether to learn the lesson or not. No choice is given. This cosmos has its own functioning. First, the lessons will be taught in a very nice way, sweet way. It is called a sama, peaceful way. Then slowly, as you are not learning your right lesson, as you are resisting from learning right lessons, slowly the cosmos starts becoming more and more cruel, firm, harsh. So if you are a good child, you will learn the lesson quickly. If you are a bad child, lessons will be taught, but the means of teaching will be little different. It will be through harsh ways. So what you are supposed to do as a mother, do it. Lovingly teach them. But if they don't learn, then allow the divine mother to take over. She will have her ways. Right?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Huh.
So same question of family and
Keep it near.
same question about family. So the law says the number 18 is when kids become adult. But then as parents, we, and particularly as immigrant parents, there's this guilt of, there's a lot of guilt about not giving enough time to the children, so we keep giving time. But then unexpectedly our health starts failing. And then you kind of have certain expectations. And what is a reasonable, how do we basically maintain trade-off between what we can expect when we continue to be parents, when you still have an under 18 child, and then you need things at the same time, you still have to do your duty as a parent.
You see, Amma, let us be very clear. Who has given us the parental responsibility to take care of our kids? Never forget it is the Lord. We are mere instruments in taking care of His child. The problem comes the moment you say it is my child. The moment you say it is my child, you are into trouble. Say it is the Lord's child. I am only given the parental ability, and that ability also has come from Him. My job is to take care of His child, and by taking care of His child, I attain my spiritual evolution. But suppose my health is failing, that simply means that He doesn't want me. Or maybe there is some other ways in which He wants to take care of His child. So why should I be bothered? Oh Lord, if you want to take care of your child, there are so many ways. Isn't it? So you need not at all worry if the health is failing. No. It is His child, let Him take care and He will have His. It is my own, that ego sense in me, which is making me feel that, oh, if I don't take care, who will take care? That forgetfulness of God is creating all this confusion. Right.
So my question was very related. So why do we forget about God? Right? So when the child is born, we say my child. The child, when after he's born, he goes my toys, my food, my this. So why is it that we forget our true sense of identification? I guess why does Maya even exist?
Why does it happen? Why does it happen? See, it is very easy to see something gross, but it is always difficult to see something subtle. Yes or no? For example, I look at my hand, I am able to see it. But there are so many microorganisms which I am not able to see. For that I need a microscope, isn't it? So in the same way, at the intellectual level also there are things which are grosser and there are things which are subtler. Grosser things I can easily appreciate, understand. But as it becomes subtler and subtler, the number of people able to see it becomes less, isn't it? Number of kindergarten children, there are very many. But how many of them reach 10th grade? How many of them reach PhD? The number keeps on decreasing. Why is it decreasing? As you go higher and higher, the ability, the talent, the subtlety, the qualification becomes higher, and everybody is not qualified. In the same way, saying, I am this body, it is very easy, it is very clearly seen, I am this body. But to say that, no, I am not body, I am consciousness, tremendous amount of purity is necessary, subtlety is necessary. And a person who has a pure mind alone is qualified to go higher and higher in the ladder of knowledge. You understand? Purity is the price you have to pay for ascending the ladder of evolution. So all these struggles in life, whichever we are going through, somewhere it is helping us becoming more and more pure. All struggles, professional struggles, family struggles, health-related struggles, financial struggles, all these struggles are preparing the mind for the higher. That is how the world is designed.
Thank you, Swami. So it's more of a dilemma than a question. So is there an art of thinking? And I'll tell you that a thought for me is not negative or positive, because every thought kind of has connotations and consequences that could be negative or positive, right? So how do you think? Because I mean, if you just think positive, is there a way that people should think? Because if you don't really, you said observe and do the 5 steps, right?
Correct.
But the first 2 steps make you go through the whole negative aspect of it.
Yes.
So is it a choice that you make to go on the positive side as you perceive? Because you also said that what could be positive for me might not be positive for the other person. Right? So how should we, like, in a daily life as you go through?
See, regarding right thinking, your thinking should be based on the scriptures. Scriptures are called manual of right living. How should we live life? There is scripture given. Why the scripture given? It's a manual. It is something like, you get a new device. You don't know how to operate that device. So what do? You read the instruction manual. How the device has to be operated, only the manufacturer can tell you what you should do, what you should not do. In the same way, living in this world is such a complicated thing. Because body is complicated, mind is complicated, intellect is complicated, the world is complicated. The relationships are complicated. In such a complicated world, I need guidance. You can't just live life without any guidance. Tasma Shastram Pramana.